Good day everyone, I'm Karen Miguel, one of the members of Group 5, and my task is to report the support for emergent reading and the shared book experience. So first, let's have the support for emergent reading. So what is emergent reading? It is derived from emergent literacy. It is used to advocate that development of reading starts early in a child's life instead of school years. It includes both reading and writing components. The concept emphasizes the development continuum aspect in learning to read, rather than non-all or non-phenomenon that begins only when a child starts school, suggesting there is a boundary between reading and pre-reading. For example, over the years, educators focus on identifying what skills a child needs to understand before he or she can learn to read through a formal reading curriculum. In contrast, an emergent reading perspective views reading-related behaviors occurring before school as essential aspects of reading. Besides, an emergent reading perspective views that language and reading development develop concurrently and interdependently from an early age when children were exposed to social interactions in which reading is a component and no formal instruction was involved. The goal of emergent literacy instruction is to teach the building blocks that will, in later games, provide children the foundation needed to become a good readers. Phonological awareness is one of the building blocks. So when we say phonological awareness, it is the awareness of and ability to work with sounds in spoken language. Playing with letters and words, listening to stories, and exploring books are all ways to boost literacy in early learners. I have here 7 fun and effective emergent literacy to use in the preschool classroom. The first one, we have the oral language. The activity is the chip clip poems. So it is a great way to develop oral language and comprehension is by singing and playing rhyming games. So I have here example. This one. So the poem is all about forest animals. So I'm going to recite the poem. Forest animals. 5 forest animals scamper on the ground, playing, hiding, running all around. If one climbs up this forest tree, how many animals will there be? It is a fun way to practice those skills with bonus skills of counting, numbers, addition, and subtraction. When oral language is presented in a natural and playful way through songs and finger plays, the concept is both fun and appropriate for preschool students. The next one is the rhyming using puzzle pieces. Rhyming is an essential pre-reading skill exposure to rhymes in books, songs, games, and more. Puzzles are a great way to start practicing rhyming because not only do the words rhyme, but the shapes match up and help those that are still learning. So for example, given, bug. So, pangitaon sang bata ang another piece sang puzzle nga nagarhyme sa bug, which is the word rug. Research shows that children that can rhyme read much more quickly and easily. Conversely, research shows that one of the red flags for reading disabilities is the inability to rhyme early on students need lots of experience with and exposure. The next one is the phonemes, using the editable name songs. So the most important words to start with in preschool are the student names. Names are springboard for all literacy learning. When presented in a song, students hear the sounds of their name and begin to recognize their name in print. So for example, we have here the first letter song. Okay, for example, the name of the child is Tom. So, Tom's name begins with T. Begins with T. Begins with T. Tom's name begins with T. 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 So, next is, for example, the name of the child is Ryan. Ryan's name begins with R. Begins with R. Begins with R. Ryan's name begins with R. R, R, R. The next activity that I will introduce to you is the word replacement in sentences. So doing these activities helps them segment spoken sentences into a series of individual words. Example given, Jack and Jill. The original song is Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and hit the ground. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So instead of water, we have here carrots. So Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of carrots. So the word carrots will be replaced sa water. Young students are just beginning to understand the difference between letters, words, and sentences. So it is also important na may picture ka nga gina-provide dira para makita nila kung kag mahambal nila kung ano nga word ang i-replace sa isa ka word nga ara sa sentence. The next one is the syllable sorting. The speed with which a child learns to read correlates to how much phonological awareness they receive before and during formal reading instruction. So for example, we have here clap the syllables. So if the picture has only one syllable, then the child will only clap once. And if the picture has two syllables, the child will clap twice. So for example, the picture is egg. So it has one syllable, then the child will clap once. On the other side, we have here apple. So apple, two syllables, therefore the child will clap twice. Number 6, we have the pocket chart activity. It is the concepts of print. So the goal is to have students point to each word as they read with one-to-one matching. For example, the first sentence is I see books. So ang students para magbasa siya is ma-point siya kada word. For example, I, the next one is see, then books. I see books. The same with I see Play-Doh, so on and so forth. Developing concept of words is the #1 watershed event for emergent readers that leads them right into becoming beginning readers. It is important to remember the main focus is not to have the students sound out or spell the words. If the emergent reader stumbles on a word, tell them the word and encourage them to move on. Now, let's have the last one, the Peek-a-Boo game, or alphabet knowledge. Preschoolers need lots of exposure to letters in order to master the alphabet. As the alphabet is made up of similar lines and curves, they must be able to discriminate from one letter to the next visually. So, for example, given the letter bus, Peek-a-Boo, envelope game cards. So, the yellow bus has question. So, what letter is hiding? So, what do you think? So, ang child, malantaw siya sa bintana sang bus, kag dira makita ang picture. So, ang picture is books. So, what letter is hiding? O, anong makita nga letter nga ara sa pertahan sang bus? So, it's letter B. A game like this one encourages students to focus on those lines and curves and their placement to guess the letter. So, how can we support the learning? The environment for emergent readers should be intentionally immersed in print, allowing students to understand and interact with reading in real-life ways. Materials that support learning, such as stamps, books, and other manipulatives, grow along with readers. So we have here different stamps. We have here also books and other manipulative things. So, dapat colorful kaayo ang mga gamit nga para sa mga preschoolers kay ma-attract gid sila. Now, let's proceed to shared book experience. So, what does it mean when we say shared book experience strategy? So, it is used to develop early literacy concepts, specifically oral language. It is an interactive reading experience that takes place when share the reading of a book or text, while the teacher guides and supports their learning and literacy development. So, sa picture, big books. So, dapat dagko gid yang libro ang gamiton for preschoolers, because the purpose of the enlarged text is so students can follow the words as the teacher reads. Initially, the teacher may do much of the reading. Of course, kay ang mga bata gasugod pa lang basa, so hindi gid sila siling nga makabasa gid sang whole text. So, the objectives of shared book experience is to provide opportunities for building vocabulary and comprehension. Supports the development of oral language skills. So, samtang gabasa ka isang story sa ila, then may mga guide questions, follow-up questions. Then, dira mo na mabalaan if ang bata is attentive, kung makasabat siya sa imo mga pamangkot. Kag makakomprehend sang, kag iya maintindihan ang mga question kung makakomprehend siya sang maayo. So, the materials that are suitable for shared book experience, of course, we have big books. that are traditionally one of the more common shared reading text types, as the text and illustrations are enlarged for student viewing. So, kung makita ninyo, no, ginakapta ni ma'am kag sambata. So, common kaayo sa big books nga mas dako ang mga pictures kaysa sa words. Kaya ang words, ang teacher mananggabasa, kag ang bata ya ma-understand ya man ang story kay tungod sang picture nga gin-provide kag iya makita sa big books. So to end my report, I believe that as young readers have many experience with books at home and at school, they will change and develop through each opportunity. One way that teachers of young children can provide experiences for groups of children and their classrooms is through shared reading experiences that model home literacy in a group setting. Children will stimulate each other, learn social skills, and have others to talk with about engaging print of varied forms. Regardless of the entry point in the experience, children can benefit from these book experiences and will return to books and reading many times during their lifetime as readers. So that's all, and thank you everyone. God bless.